Hello and welcome to another potentially disastrous Wingspan Premier League gameplay video. This tournament is going really crappy for me. Let's see if we can do any better in this game. So I'm going second, there's a net catcher in the tray, which I'm probably not going to get. I have a chaffinch in the opening hand, which is an awesome bird. I have a white-throated dipper, which I also like a lot. I think keeping the griffin vulture is also not a bad idea because it's a free bird. If I don't need it, I can discard it in the forest to get an extra food. So the opening hand food cost is virtually zero. And if I or my opponent develops a bird of prey strategy, that can be really powerful. I'm not taking the... Well, I do have the chaffinch. Maybe I take the scientist. Huh. But it's still quite a hassle. Usually I like the bird bender more. It also can generate one more point. Yeah, let's just take that. So if for whatever reason my opponent doesn't draw the grey net catcher, then I'll be happy to take it. But they are happy to take it. So I could go for the bullfinch if I wanted. But I don't have any food that it needs, so I think I'd just go for the dipper and lay eggs and start digging for cards that boost my early game. Oh, by the way, I've activated extra ambient sound by the sparrows nesting in my roof. So let's draw. I don't think I want any of these because they're too expensive, not fitting for the bonus card. Blah. Hooded crow could be interesting. That is at least cheap and has some synergy with the vulture. Ah, house sparrow. Exactly. These bastards. they're the ones living in my roof here. These are all great birds, but bush-tit is probably the greatest, so we draw bush-tit. If that mouse remains, I might draw it and go for hawk and griffin vulture to start my forest engine. Morning of a net catcher, that's two fantastic early game birds. So, as there is also other ambient noise outside, I'll reduce it by applying a filter. It's called the window filter. So a potential game plan could be to draw tons of cards first and in the late game develop a grassland of at least 4 birds where the challenge and potentially the bush tit can then recycle the resources. We can also play the bush tit early in the wetlands, which is probably better. So that's at least a 5-point bird. If I find a second bird of prey over the course of the game, maybe even more. And it could help with round goals 2 and 4 as well. So I think that's a fine play. So I think... and there's the jackdaws. Related to the hooded crow. But not quite. Also we discard the hooded crow. Because they have 2 egg-laying birds in the wetlands. I don't expect them to be laying eggs very often. It's so sad that jackdaws aren't part of Wingspan. I've uttered this complaint several times. I think jackdaws are somehow the coolest of the corvids. Maybe I'll also say that because there are several jackdaw nests in chimneys on this roof. This is a very bird-rich roof and also insect-rich roof. And also the university where I work is just a really massive block of concrete. I think it's one of the biggest buildings in Europe. And it's like 70s concrete with a lot of niches for the jackdaws to nest, and there are huge flocks of them around. So they are somehow the familiars of the people working at the university. Very sympathetic words. So I could lay eggs to get 1 extra point for this round goal. Yeah, no, you also did that. Or I could screw that 1 point and play the bush tit. I will be first next round. I think I just screw that 1 point. Just go for the bush tit here and start drawing good cards beginning next round. Maybe I'm not drawing these. I mean, Force's turn is nice and stuff, but it's not that great. Let's draw from here. I'm not using that duck. Indigo bunting, that's nice. I think I could like it. Ooh, chipping sparrow. I could like that one as well. If that remains, I will take that as my second forest bird, I think. And there are chances that my opponent decides to not need that one. Or maybe they don't. I think I have to draw that great egret because it would be risky to leave that for the opponent, although I'm pretty sure that I cannot play it. I don't have to draw it because the dipper will deal with it. So that's bloody useless. It's also not the greatest of birds. That falcon is kind of nice. Aside from being one of the most beautiful artworks in the game. It is another bird of prey, which, if I played it this round, would generate 3 extra points with the Griffin Vulture. And it would also support round goals 2 and 3. But they have drawn the food that I would have needed. And there is no chance for me to get mouse and grub now. Which means I'll probably draw cards once more. I think if I had randomly drawn the Willet, I would consider playing it, but it's not good enough, I think. These birds are really not very interesting. Well, these are interesting. Attacking cards for generating food, that's nice. Attacking cards for drawing cards is also nice. But I think I prefer the Junko, actually. I'd really love another forest bird. On the other hand, maybe I can just... But now also the tray is very unfortunate. Not the tray, the bird feeder. I mean, one potential line could be go for Junko and Indigo Bunting in the grasslands quickly and have some egg and food generation from there, but I need a head start first. Yellow rump warbler. That's a nice and cheap forest bird. Could imagine wanting that. But then again, how often am I going to activate that? If I get the Grasslands engine going, then there is not really... There are not many opportunities to really utilize it. No, I think I have to draw some food now. So first priority would be to get the Indigo Bunting down. Second priority would be the Junko. I am in contention for the round goal, I didn't know. Ooh-ha. That looks like a really great wetlands engine. Where's the flamingo if one needs it? So they're catching up. Hope that they cannot play another one. So if I want to lay eggs, I will have to put them on the bush tit to not endanger my round goal. So I think I'd rather go and grab food. One grub. One wheat. And then play the Junko early next turn and see where this goes. Okay, that's a disaster. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to 7 points per activation. That's a loss. I've never played such a disastrous tournament in all my life. My score is 2-6, and I think after this game it will be 2-7. And if this is so, then I have a 100% correlation of recording the game and losing it. But with that amount of losses, it maybe not the reason. The worst thing is they will have to click through 5 activations every turn from now on, which will take ages. All right, we're boned. So let's try to rescue this. So first question, how many platform nest birds do they have? 1. So at least there is a chance to win the last round goal. I need more cards. And I think I want to play this one first. Do I want that? No, maybe I don't. Maybe I want to do this first and grab the grub. Or even the berry, actually. Then I can overpay the falcon with a berry that I don't need and hopefully get a grub later on for the Junko. Might also consider immediately laying eggs again, because I will need that grub in any case. And now it's there, so just to be safe. And so I will be needing the grub before I lay eggs next time. And it doesn't make much of a difference if I play the Junko first or not. And once I have the Falcon in play, I can also make use of eggs to draw extra cards. Although the Falcon is of course happier if there are 4 dice outside the tray. That's maybe a good reason to do it the other way around. So I expect my opponent to not really change anything with the bird feeder, so we can try that. How are we doing here? 2 birds, 2 more in hand. That's okay-ish. Yeah, but my game is really average compared to what they are doing. We need some stroke of genius to get anything going here. Not using that. Goshawk and white Stork. That's interesting birds. I mean, if I want to use the chaffinch, then the Goshawk is not really good, so let's... on the other hand, my opponent can use the Goshawk. Should have maybe denied it. I should have. That was a grave mistake. Also, I probably won't have the time to play the white Stork for lack of resources. I think I have to resort to point generation and egg laying now, otherwise I won't be getting anywhere. Played it now, okay. So if I manage to get the white Stork down, that would provide supply for the Junko and for the Chaffinch. If the bird feeder remains this way, I can use 2 egg-laying activations to get 4 food, keeping white Stork and Chaffinch in hand. Okay, it's stated in a way that I can make use of it at least. Ah, no, I can't. And I'm losing every round goal. This game is a disaster again. This tournament is a catastrophe. So I cannot get the food off the thingy, so if I want to play the white Stork, I should take the fish. And just the fish. And red-shouldered hawk also has a negative hit rate. This is so terrible. It's really fucking annoying to be in such a downswing when this tournament starts. I really like the mode of the Premier League, but I just cannot defeat my losing streak. It's really, really frustrating. At least it seems that I'm not losing against a power bird this time. It's just a combination of very good birds. But with this amount of card draw, I fear that there will be an eagle waiting somewhere. But I think it wouldn't make a difference. I'm so far behind already. Probably also not worth it to play the Chaffinch. I don't need the X slots. Can just lay 2 eggs, 2 times eggs as a baseline. It will be 10 more points. I have the chance on the first activation to flip a bird that helps me. Whooping crane. Could actually help. Yeah, that could generate some points at least. But do points matter? There might be a... Yeah, I think points might be included in the final table as a tiebreaker. So it... And also, if I cannot win, I can at least try to score as many points as possible. After all, Wingspan is a lot of optimizing your own strategy. And yeah, it's of course way more fun if it is enough to win a game, but sometimes it just doesn't work. There's a German saying, sometimes you're the tree, sometimes you're the dog, which describes strategic card game tournaments very well, I think. For Wingspan it would maybe translate better to sometimes you're the pigeon and sometimes you're the car parked under the tree. Yay, 3 points. At least. At least not a blank. That would have demoralized me. Even more. This is not going to be a great game. Will I crack the 70 points? Not sure. Yeah, I think it will be something around 70 for me and something around 120 for them. They play Vanellis? They didn't, so it's official. This is the first game in this Premier League season where there wasn't any power bird involved. That's great. At least. Not really great. Yeah, so let's make this short. Oh, it's even closer than I thought. I mean, I still didn't have a chance, but it's... I thought that their engine would pay off more. But also they seem to have whiffed on bonus cards. I mean, of course, if you do nothing but tucking, then it's hard to fulfill bonus cards. But I was expecting that this would be a higher number. Well, still, I mean, it's just another disastrous result, but at least point-wise I somehow kept the damage to a low. Sheesh. I wonder if I will be recording a win in this Premier League at some point. Well, I hope you're around when this happens. See you around next time.